Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to St. Barts. We are here today in the Anguilla. Victor Papa Alpha Alpha Foxtrot rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? The Britten Norman BN2 Islander, and apparently they are still parking the airplane's nose in. If you go on YouTube, there is a live stream at this airport, and I challenge any of you to ever find an airplane parked nose in right here. You will never see it because they don't do it. Because it doesn't make any sense. Let me just get my METAR here. Get me, first of all, let's go. External power supply on. Mixtures and props. We'll go full forward. Alright, QNH is 1015. We'll put that in real quick. I didn't have my Anguilla Air Services livery loaded. I don't know why, so I have to do this. But anyway, let's go rotating beacon on. Mixtures and props full forward. Master and battery switches on. Avionics master on. I've got the new GNS 530 from Working Title, which we'll see how that. I mean, I don't know how much of a difference that can make, to be honest with you. Open the fuel valves. Fuel pumps are on. Let's crack the throttles. Have a look outside, make sure there's nobody out there to kill or maim. Let's go mags on. There's something I was missing. There's that good hum we know from the Islander. What's our oil pressure looking like? First thing you want to check is the oil pressure. This is already looking new. Alright. So we've clearly got a new setup going on here. Alright, left propeller is clear. Hit the starter. Good start. That's looking good. Oil pressure is looking good. The reason you check the oil pressure is you just want to make sure as soon as the engine's running that you've got oil flowing into the engine, because if you don't, that's no good. So our mission today, and we have chosen to accept it, is to check out the new stock version of Princess Juliana International Airport, which I think is pretty neat that they put a free version in there. I'm probably going to continue using the pay version, if for no other reason than the pay version has go transponder squawk altitude. If for no other reason that the pay version, I mean the mixtures for taxi, apply the tow brakes, nav and strobe lights on, taxi light on. If for no other reason than the fact that the payware version has Grand Casse Airport as well, which is the other airport. That's the airport on the French side of St. Barts, or St. Maarten rather, and not to be left out. And it's really, I think, an underappreciated airport, because to me, that's a really cool airport. It's a really cool airport in my opinion. Put in a notch of flaps here. Let's take a quick look around at St. Barts. Everything's looking good here. So I wanted to check out the new freeware version of St. Maarten. The other news is, if you are familiar with St. Barts, and I'm not like, you know, super familiar with it. It's not like I hang out there or anything, but I've been to the airport. I've seen 1,000 pictures. I've watched this. Oh my god! You know, I'm just gonna. Somebody remind me just to turn vehicles off, airport vehicles off. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I like them for the realism, but at this point, like, I mean, you know, and they don't do anything. They just sit there. They just sit there in the middle of roads. I'm just gonna run them right over. My dog's nervous now. All right. There is that is too steep. That hill right there is way too steep. A car, if you fell off that hill right there, see where that car is? If you fell off there, you die. It's way too steep. It makes the landing much more difficult in the sim than it is in real life. But whatever. All right, landing lights coming on. Mixtures and props full forward. Flaps are set. St. Bart's traffic, Anguilla 264 taking runway 10 for departure to the north. Anguilla, St. Bart's. I do that all the time in the radio. Alright, well, that's interesting. I don't know why they'd be going that way unless I didn't look at the winds properly. Doesn't matter, you gotta take off in this direction. And you can't do a go around over the top of the hill, by the way. That is not allowed at St. Bart's. Alright, heading indicator checks with the runway number. Power coming in. Takeoff power is set. I'm gonna go a few pumps. Forgot that. Power's looking good. Engine instruments are in the green. Release the brakes. Airspeed is alive. Accelerating normally. 60 knots. 70 knots. And rotate. The news, which I don't think I ever got to, is that put the flaps up there. Some trim in. Somebody's making a payware version of St. Bart's, which I think is fantastic. Hopefully they will deal with some of the deficiencies there. I like the fact that the cruise ship is now gone. Cruise ship that would never be allowed in St. Bart's. It's gone. So it looks like it. Yeah, look at this. So we're gonna be doing today, it looks like, what I like to refer to as Caribbean VFR. Caribbean VFR is mostly VFR. It's mostly VFR. Look at that. I love these localized rain events because it's so realistic for what happens down here. Yeah, and in the Caribbean they fly through maybe a little bit of rain here and there, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, no big deal, no harm, no foul. You know, it's a different place. It really is. Alright, I gotta put my nose down. I don't like it when the sim pauses when I'm adjusting my pitch attitude in IMC like that. That's not good. So I'm gonna have to fly it on the instruments here just a little bit. And I mean, you get a ton of this localized rain in the Caribbean. I was on a flight one time from Anguilla to St. Maarten, where they got in a little bit of this, and we had to circle for like, I don't know, a very short period of time. It wasn't a holding pattern, it was circling. I tell you, the weather in Sim Update 11 is just amazing. It really is. To have this, I mean, it's free. You know, you used to have to pay to get like a really nice weather system. It's amazing. You know, I think I've mentioned plenty of other times. I think everybody's had a bit of a love-hate relationship with this sim. I know I have, but it's love now, that's for sure. 113.9, I think, is Julia Mike BR, I think. And we're a little bit IMC here again. So it looks like even when you put in the frequency, it doesn't look like it changes. This should match, it doesn't. Princess Juliana traffic, Anguilla 264 is 10 miles to the south and down runway 10, Princess Juliana. Wouldn't be a radio call if I didn't go, So it seems like to me that, I got 113.9 in here, I got 113.9 in here, whichever one the DME is connected to, it should be showing. It should be showing 113.9 over here, which is I'm pretty sure what the Papa Juliet Mike VOR is, but it's not showing that. So why don't we go do a flyover the runway to get a look at the airport. Princess Juliana traffic, Anguilla 264 will be overflying the field south to north at 1,500 feet, right the runway center point of the runway. Should not be any effect on the departing or arriving traffic in Princess Juliana. That was a worthless radio call. Embarrassing. So some of the things we gotta look for here in Princess Juliana scenery. You gotta look for the bridge. Over to the right. You gotta have the bridge. If they don't have the bridge, then yeah, they got the bridge. Cool. Bridge isn't looking too bad, right? Got some cruise ships, you got the places over there. We're going right over top of Mary's Boom here. Say hello to Stefan and the crew. Yeah, doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. Yeah. Alright. They're getting some performance issues here, that's for darn sure.
Shutdown traffic, Bravo Romeo, Charlie Tango, final runway 10.
Traffic calling on Princess Juliana. How far out are you?
That's about 4 miles final.
Roger, I'll wait for you up. Anguilla 264 will be number 2 for the field behind arriving traffic, Princess Juliana.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Roger. So he's presumably a jet, and I don't want to screw up this guy's day. There's no reason to. So we'll go over here. Maybe we'll go take a look at the arch in Anguilla. The arch, which you can no longer go see, which is really pretty sad. It's like everything in the world, right? Like, if it's interesting, somebody buys it and tells you not to go there. Thanks a lot, you know. When we were in Anguilla in 2019, there's a video on my channel when we went to go see the arch. I don't know what arch. I think it's arch. And it's this it's right out on the tip of the island. And it's really cool. It's just it's a natural stone arch. And it's really neat. And like I said, when we were there, you could go see it. But somebody bought it, and that's the end of that. Right? Inbound there. And you don't ever have to give me an excuse to go check out Anguilla, so. Whoa. Got the sun.
Traffic just at 729, final runway 10.
Steve Garvey, or not Steve Garvey, Steve Garvey's the second baseman for the Dodgers, crying out loud. Garvey's Sunshine Shack will run Rendezvous Bay. God, if I could be teleported to any place on the earth right now, I'd be there. Steve Garvey. That's funny. Whoops. Sam, I don't know. Boy, look at the weather, it just looks awesome. So, we'll get ourselves back inbound here. This guy should be...
Shutdown traffic, Victor Bravo, Romeo Tango vacated.
There's the guy with the forward off the nose there. Princess Juliana traffic, Anguilla 264 is about a 5-mile left base. I've got landing traffic in sight, number 2 for the field, Princess Juliana. Kind of wondering why my airspeed is so low when,
Roger, thank you.
why my airspeed is so low when, it should be. Gosh, I mean, the weather is just, it really is unbelievable. Look at it. I mean, it's amazing. It really is absolutely amazing, in my opinion. Pull some more power back here, and I'll slow myself down just a little bit more. Notch of flaps here. Turn our fuel pumps on. Lights are on. I sort of still kind of feel like there's some pitch instability in the airplane. But what are you going to do about it? Dodge. I also don't know why the airplane's climbing when I've got power 1800 RPM, but I also just, ever since the sim was released, I love these lines in the water. See that? I mean, it is so realistic. It's just awesome. Alright. Rain seems to be it looks awesome. It seems to be a bit of a downer for the FPS, the computer performance. Princess Juliana traffic, Anguilla 264 turn with a 3-mile final runway 10, Princess Juliana. Alright, I can't get our ground speed because it's not being shown here. So, figure 450 feet a minute or so. So using good ground speed for go props forward, make sure the props are forward, flaps are good, pumps are on. Figure 450 feet a minute or so. It's a pretty good vertical descent rate.
Shutdown traffic, Delta 7739, runway 10 again.
Roger, thanks. I mean, getting this airplane to descend at all. I feel like I'm hovering. Clearly a really good right crosswind. Yeah, now it wants to descend, doesn't it? That's what bothers me a little bit. It's kind of a pretty extreme variation in what you have to do to get the airplane to perform how you want. I mean, you know, it won't descend, and then it's like dropping like a rock. Now it's gonna shoot straight up in the air. But what we're trying to do is get a good look at Princess Juliana, so let's not obsess over flight dynamics right now. Alright, 2 whites, 2 red. Let's get a good look out the window here. Got the beach bar, the hotel. Looking pretty good on both counts, I would say, wouldn't you? It would look really good if I slam into the...
Happy landing, sir.
Performance is just awesome. The sim performance is pretty poor right now, I'd have to say. I also don't know why that person was on the runway. If that indeed was somebody on the runway. And it was Anguilla traffic, Princess Juliana traffic, Anguilla 264 is clear of the runway, Juliana. What was he doing there? He was sitting there at the end of the runway. Yeah. So, okay, you got some. Got some vegetation here, which is kind of cool. I mean, I should have gone around when I saw that traffic there, but at the same time, like, what are you doing there? You know, what are you doing there? And I'm not gonna, you know, not gonna say anything to the guy, but you should be conscientious of what's going on. Brakes, mixture idle cut off. Throttles are idle. Parking brake on. Turn our lights off. Fuel pumps off. Flaps up. Avionics master off. Master and battery switches off. Now, let's go outside and have a look-see at Princess Juliana. So, let's have a look-see around Juliana. There's Jetstar. That's pretty cool, actually, because that is an airplane that you actually would see here. So, well, the poles look good. Said you get some guys double parked here because I've got simple traffic and VATSIM going, but the airport looks pretty good. I mean, for a free airport, you know. I would say this is pretty good. You know, I would say this is pretty good. There's a fire station down here. That's where all the car rental places are in real life. I mean, the fire station doesn't look as good as the payware. I think it's a little bit chaotic here right now at the airport in terms of VATSIM. Right there is Mary's Boone. That's a great hotel. There's a truck driving down the middle of the runway, because why wouldn't you do that if you could? You know, all the markings look good. The runway markings look good. Let's go check out. I think there's the fuel. All the fuel. You know, this is a pretty well known kind of spot on the airport, and I don't think those are VATSIM users, but I like the way they've kind of grayed out or not grayed, but yellowed out browned out the turf a little bit, because it definitely is, you know, this is where the cargo airport, cargo planes are. That's probably real life traffic, given the fact that it's sitting there. There's the VOR, which is actually, I think, is genuinely out of service. So it's kind of authentic. This is, yeah, this little resort over here. You got the bar. Everybody knows this place, right? Whoopsie. This is, I mean, it's a cool place to go if you go to St. Maarten. It's not like, it's not as cool as I thought it would be. I thought it would be something that, like, if I went there, I would like have to stay. And this is really what it looks like. This little bar there, and seats. I mean, it's pretty realistic in terms of what it looks like. So cool. There's another little bar down here. The Royal Islander, which I did not go in. That place is could be a little bit better modeled. So, I mean, all things considered, not too bad, right? Let's go and look at the terminal a little bit. I mean, look, overall, it's not modeled badly, you know? I mean, for a free airport, come on. You know, for a free airport, come on. It's not bad. It really isn't. It does give you an appreciation, though, for the, you know, for the payware one, because they did a really nice job. And like I said, with the payware one, you also get the, it's one of my favorite places in the world, because once you walk out those doors, you are free. But I mean, geez, they even did the inside pretty nicely. Yeah, and that's what it looks like. You know, you come down here to hell, which is the departure end. It's the place nobody wants to go, because you've got to, that means you're leaving. You know, but I mean, they've modeled the inside pretty nicely, I have to say. So, all in all, I mean, a free airport, it's really not too bad. It's really not. If I didn't have the payware airport, I'd be happy that I did have this one. So, yeah, just wanted to give a quick look around here, and not sure what the performance issues were today with the sim. Not really that concerned. It may be the scenery, because normally I don't get those types of performance problems down here, or anywhere for that matter. But anyway, there's Princess Juliana Airport, and this is the freeware version from Asobo. Really can't complain too much about it. It looks nice.